This is my room. This is where I will film. It's crooked, and I don't know if that's going to bother anyone, but I'm not fixing it. I will, you know, if it works out that way next time where it just looks kind of better. I just don't know like how I should be sitting, if I should come closer, if I should be further away. I'm on the ground. Okay, so this is going to be a kind of collective library haul. I have a lot of books from the library. I don't know if it's ethical or moral to have this many library books, but I do, and I'm going to keep them. For now anyway, some have been requested back, but I would like to keep them, and I'm intending to keep them. Like I said, a few were requested back, so I kind of just want to make like a compendium of the books that I've collected over the last month. I've been doing this thing where I go to the library and I'll go on like a treasure hunt, like a scavenger hunt, and I'll search through the shelves, and I'll find like just that one book that's kind of like speaking to me, and I'll pick it up. I mean, I have no prior, I guess I go to the library with kind of like that day's inspiration inside of me, or like the themes of the day thus far, or of the week, depending. I only go maybe once a week, sometimes more. But I've been liking just going and picking things up, and yeah, it's been really fun for me. I've returned already quite a few, and I'm reading quite a few, and I've kind of been neglectful of my own books. Anyway, so this is going to be a kind of collective library haul. It's also going to be what I'm currently reading, and it's also going to be books that I have collected or thrifted or been gifted over the last maybe month. I have a few more. Defense of Plato and a Thomas Hardy one, but maybe I'll get up and check. But yeah, so this is going to be currently reading. This is going to be a library haul and books that I have thus far collected this year. I guess books so far this year that I've collected for my own permanent collection. So I'll just go through those now. Okay, so this is one that a few of them I picked up for free at my library. They kind of get rid of books sometimes, so some of those of the books that I've collected, I'm not comfortable. I need to find a better solution. I have a sore back. I just came back from a bicycle ride, so my library sometimes kind of gets rid of books from its collection, and they give them away for free. Like, there's no book sale, it's just for free, which is great. So I picked up the Blade Runner, the Bat, Blade Runner, get the bat. I got Blade Runner, Harrison Ford's on the cover, so is Rachel. So are the other people, the replicants. So I got this just for a good read, you know. I got this, Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides. I think that's how you say his last name. I got this from the thrift store, the Salvation Army. It was a good price. Good price is over there. I got Call It Sleep, a Depression era novel by a man named Henry Roth. This is one that I kind of picked up at random. I'm really glad that I did, because I'm really Depression era is kind of one that I jive with. So this is about a Jewish family during the Depression. Yeah, so I'm excited to read this. This is another one from my library for free. This is The Diamond Chariot. It's historical fiction on the Japanese-Russian wars. I didn't even know that there had been a war between Russia and Japan until I picked this up. And then sorry if I'm pale, like I put on some sunscreen, so I might be kind of like pale. Yeah, but I didn't even know that there had been a war between Russia and Japan till I picked this up. And I was like, "What?" No, actually, that's not true. I think I discovered it maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. Anyways, that's besides the point. So that's Diamond Chariot. I got this one is from also the thrift store, oh god, what is it called? Salvation Army. This is the Gulag Archipelago. The cashier there, she was like, "Do you like this stuff?" And I was like, "What do you mean, do I like this stuff?" I didn't actually say that, but I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm into Stalinist era genocide." So then I also got from the thrift store Supernature by Lyle Watson. This is a non-fiction filled with crazy and unbelievable scientific phenomena, I guess. So I'm excited to read this one. I picked this one up from just at like a local kind of condominium library. This is the Paris Review. It's a literary journal, literary magazine. I just got it like for the writings on the inside. I'm not really like, I'm not in the business, so I'm not in the industry, so I don't really know about these publications. But it's cool. It was full of chips when I picked it up, but I took it anyways. I cleaned the chips out. I think it was in someone's purse. So yesterday I picked up Charles Dickens's Hard Times. I got Donna Tartt's The Secret History, which I've never read, believe it or not. I got also from the thrift store Report from a Parisian Paradise by Joseph Roth, translated with an introduction by Michael Hoffman, and it has a kind of blurb at the top by Jeffrey Eugenides again. They're, I think, pre-World War II essays about France while living in France. He arrived in Paris in 1925 and he captured the world, both past and present. So it's a book of essays, which is kind of cool. So lately I've been noticing that I've had a lot of books come into my life that have been kind of about vagabonds and backpackers and things like that, which I love. I love vagabonds and backpackers, stalkers, zoners, all of that kind of stuff. So I saw this around Ireland with a fridge. This guy backpacks around Ireland and he has to carry a fridge with him, which I thought, I like that. So I got it. Is it a mini fridge? It's just a mini fridge. It's not even a full-size fridge. Jesus. So that's Round Ireland with a Fridge by Tony Hawks. I was like, Tony Hawk. I got a Taschen, because it was Taschen, book about the Great Lakes, or the 36 hours USA and Canada, Midwest and Great Lakes. It's kind of like a little travel guide, I guess, kind of. I don't know why I got this. And then my grandmother gave me some books on yoga because we both love yoga. So I have Kundalini Yoga, unlock your unlock your inner potential through life-changing exercise. So it's a bunch of the Kundalini yoga poses in there, which is really great. I got that one, and then she gave me that one, and then Pilates, yoga, meditation, stress relief, complete guide to all of those things. I love yoga. My grandmother, I think, is probably the reason why I do yoga. She's really great. She's really great and literary. So I guess then I will do books that I'll do my library kind of haul now. Oh, so apologies if I'm talking too quickly. I think I'll get used to this again. But I just kind of wanted to track of what I'm reading because I feel like I feel a bit overwhelmed. I have a lot on the go. And I'm in like a nice kind of quiet, cozy, bookish time of my life, so I thought, why not? Let's do this. So, from the library, this is when the library books start. So I got selected short stories of William Faulkner. They're all like already like humid and sultry and rife with the potential for violence and I like Faulkner. I like the South. Yeah, so that is. I don't like this. I do like the South. I like the South. I like Southern Gothic stuff. So I'll save the ones that I'm reading until after. So I'm reading all of these right now. So I'll save those until the end. So next I wanted kind of like a pop culture inspired kind of book about culture. Not like a book about pop culture, but kind of a book about culture that was kind of easily accessed by someone reading through a pop cultural lens point of view. So I picked this up. This is Culture by, well, it's not by anybody, it's just edited by John Brockman. I read about 30 or 40 pages of this and I put it down because it kept talking. Anyways, this is from my library, so that's one of my books from my library haul. I've been reading it. Should I include this in the ones that I'm reading? Probably. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so Transit by Rachel Cusk. I am reading that next. So I have 3 books here. One is one I own, but I wanted to read them all at the same time. I guess I'll talk about it now. So they're kind of all like books about being in like the country and relaxing and being at like the cottage, and I like love cottage. Not so much like summer, not really. I don't know. I just like it's like a different environment, and I like it. I like that kind of stuff, like The Seagull by Chekhov. But yeah, so I wanted to read all of these at the same time. So these 2 are from my library. I own this one. This is A Month in the Country by J.L. Carr. I had them kind of trio together like that. And then Second Place. And then also The Netanyahus by, what is his name? Joshua Cohen. So I wanted to read all of those at the same time. So these 2 are from my library, and J.L. Carr is not. I have a book, a Penguin classic on modern African poetry. I've been really kind of interested in kind of African writings lately. So I have Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night, A Traveler. This is requested back, so this is one I have to start. It's really kind of cozy, sweet book, so it won't be too psychically damaging. I have George Orwell's Down and Out in Paris and London. Maybe I should start doing like things like this. So I have that. I have J.G. Ballard's Crash. I just finished a J.G. Ballard book a couple weeks ago. The Wind from Nowhere. It was pretty good. I like the character of Maitland. I feel like he does good. I like some of his characters. They are relatable to me. So that is Crash. I have Milk Fed by Melissa Broder. I'm looking forward to reading this. I've heard nothing but good things about it from the lovely ladies here on BookTube. I have Authority and Freedom by Jed Pearl. This is about the freedom that artists should inherently have when producing art and why it should not be at all disrupted by authoritarianism. Something like that. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. So I have Life with Picasso. This is, I guess, kind of the experiences that Francois Guillot, I don't know if I'm saying that right, had when she met Picasso. I think so. Ooh! It makes me a little, Picasso makes me nervous. I'm reading this one, I'm reading this one, I'm reading this one. And then I got some art books. I guess I'll share them. So I've really been interested in this photojournalist named Dan Eldon. I've been like, I art journal, and like I journal, and I book journal. I like to journal and stuff like that. So I've recently discovered this guy named Dan Eldon. He was a photojournalist and journalist and artist, and he's really been inspiring me lately. So I got some art journaling books just to set my game up, I guess, a bit. So I'll just show these ones quickly just for myself. What am I at? 17 minutes? Not bad. So I have Alternative Art Journals by Margot Piot. Margaret. So it's got all this stuff inside. What's next? So I have Creative Lettering Techniques and Tips from Top Artists. Like my bullet journals and stuff, they just look like shit. So I thought, I don't know, I need kind of like new techniques. So I have The Decorated Page by Gwen Diane. Maybe I shouldn't show these too much because I don't know why. The Art of Vintage Journaling and Collage. And Journal It. Perspectives in Creative Journaling. I don't know who this is by. Jenny Doe. Jenny. And then I have a African Inspirations in Embroidery by Mary Slay. I mean, just the colors in this, just like, ugh, I love these like burnt. Oh, it's just, oh, it's so good. Okay, so, I guess I'll go over what I'm reading now, and then I have a few other books over there that I will show you. Okay, so I'll show you what, no, I should probably, I could always just splice it in. Okay, so I'll go through the rest of the books from the library. I had to make a quick edit. Look at me, my lingo, edit. So these are a few other books that I picked up. Is it unethical? I don't know. You have too many books from the public library. Okay. So I have a book on the American Revolution by Edward Countryman. I don't know anything about the American Revolution, really. Except for like, you know, like what you see in television or films, what you hear about like Laura Secord or like Boston Tea Party, things like that, you know. I have a book of poetry by Arthur Rimbaud. I think is it John Ashbery? I don't know who wrote this or who collected it. Anyways, there's a blurb by Patti Smith inside. It's John Ashbery. It might be John Ashbery. I think it's probably Ashbery. Yeah, it's a book of his collected poetry. The currents of the heath and the huge rugs of the ebb tide swirl toward the east, toward the pillars of the forest, toward the timbers of the pier, whose angle is struck by whirlpools of light. Seascape, marine seascape, or Marine and French Seascape in English. So I have a Love Africa book. A book called Love Africa. Oh my god. Memoir of Romance, War, and Survival, and winner of the Pulitzer Prize. I have a book about supervolcanoes by Robin George Andrews. What They Reveal About Earth and the Worlds Beyond. It's a cool cover. I have Once Upon a Prime. Kind of the direct kind of similarities between mathematics and literature. The wondrous connections between mathematics and literature. I have Pirate by David Graeber. It's about libertarianism, I think, and the divide between kind of morality and what it is to be human after the death of God, and that's pretty much where Pirates came from. That was the birth of Pirates, the death of God. Travel in Dangerous Places. I'm in like I've been in a weird mood lately with my book selections, but I'm excited to read them. This is the Mammoth Book of Travel in Dangerous Places. I think it's a collection of different adventurers, travelers, explorers, different kind of excursions. So it's going to be fun. I have Babel's Dawn, A Natural History of the Origins of Speech by Edmund Blair Bowles. I have The Leopard by Giuseppe Tomasi de Lampedusa. Please don't cancel me for how I pronounce things. I'm looking forward to this one. I have a book of essays by Sartre. We Have Only This Life to Live, the selected essays of Jean-Paul Sartre. I have a graphic novel, I Never Liked You, by Chester Brown. I have a little short introduction, the Oxford ones, Oxford, on Chairman Mao. I have a little book, this is on the same day that I got the book on culture, where I wanted something kind of just like easy, like accessed with ease, with like something accessible, kind of, because I've read a few Cold War books, but I kind of just wanted something that was written from a more kind of everyday or maybe popular lens, I don't know. I got a memoir by Teju Cole in the library. I'm excited for this. The prose is really nice. It's very kind of sleepy, but also kind of frightening. I got The Third Reich by Robert Bolaño. The Third Reich by Robert Bolaño. Sorry, my battery's going to die. I'll be quick. Eating Vietnam by Graham Holiday with a foreword by Anthony Bourdain. I've been really wanting to go to Vietnam, and I've kind of been like living vicariously through this stuff. I would love to go to Vietnam. They're sending me to Vietnam, but to go there and eat. So I would really like to read that. I have Coventry, a book of essays by Rachel Cusk. I have a book of 20th century Italian poetry collection edited by Jamie McKendrick. I've read a bit of this already. So these books, some of them I've picked up and started to read. I've gone through the art journals for a few nights. I only just picked those up like 2 days ago. So the last one I have, that's not the last one. What is that? No. And then I have If Not Winter by Sappho, which I've also picked up and read, but I don't know why I'm not including it in my, what I'm currently reading. But, sorry, this shirt, like, it's really, like, cool. It's from Lululemon, but it, like, rides up, so. Okay, so then I'll do what I am currently reading right now. I hope I have enough like facial expressions in this video because I can be kind of like stone-faced. Okay, so right now I am reading Running down hills. This is okay. Okay, so I'm reading Fake Accounts by Lauren Euler. This was requested back to the library. About 50 pages, 60 pages in. I like it. This is also another book that I decided to read because of BookTube, and I like it so far. 54. It's been a week since I picked it up, but it's due back very soon, so I have to read it. The Secret Life of Groceries by Benjamin Lore. This is good so far. I'm also only about 50 pages into it. I feel like I get 50 pages into a book and then I kind of get, not stale, but I don't know. I have that problem, but I like this one. I'm using a dollar bill as my bookmark. It's good so far. I like the grocery business, retail. I think it's kind of fascinating. The marketplace. I like it. In reading, so I was looking for a book that was about kind of pre-World War II German everyday society, like something really not mundane, but just like everyday. And I sourced a few documentaries, a few books, and then I was looking for something kind of lighthearted at the library, in the graphic novel department, and I found this Berlin by Jason Lutz, and it's exactly what I was looking for. This has been kind of like on it, maybe it is intentional, but it's kind of been like my driving force the last few weeks. Like everything that I don't know, it's just, I really like it. This kind of 1920s Berlin, I don't know, I don't know, I'm gonna get myself into trouble here. But I've really been liking it. I love graphic novel aesthetic. Like this kind of graphic novel, like dangerous, gritty, frightening, Sin City shit. I love it. I'm about 150 pages in. I'm gonna pick this up again tonight. I'm gonna try to read it. Finish it, I mean, try to read it, yeah. That is probably what I should do with these books. So I've had Bleak House for about 2.5 months now, and I'm about 200 pages in. I really like it. I love Charles Dickens. But I just thought it would be more like, I don't know. It's good. It's good. But I haven't picked it up again, which is upsetting. I do really like it. I like it a lot. I am reading. This is another one that's been requested back, so I have to finish it as soon as possible. I'm on page 135. This is Black Hole Blues by Janna Levin. It's about the discovery of black holes making sounds when they collide or something like that. I really don't know what's happening in this. I'm just kind of reading it. I'm pushing my way through it. And it's not about the actual phenomena, or the science behind it. It's kind of just about the scientists who discovered it and the kind of like political stuff that goes on with them in their respective universities, and then their universities around them, and how other physicists feel, astrophysicists, whatever, astronomers, I don't know. It's good, but I don't know, maybe this one should go back pretty soon. But I was also maybe in a weird mood when I picked up this one. Sorry, I'm slouching. I get to slouch. I get to slouching. This one is very good. This is Existential Physics by Sabine Hossenfelder. I'm about 70 pages through this, I'm really liking this. It's freaking me out a bit, but I think that's why I got it. So I don't want to get my stuff in the wrong piles. So I'm on book 2 of John Fosse's of the Septology. And I'm really liking this kind of stream of anxiousness that he uses in his writing, and this kind of quest into identity and how we shape our lives and what gives us one life over another, and this kind of idea of God, art, and kind of what kind of disconnects us from each other, and then what ultimately kind of brings us back together into this one kind of shared identity under the same pumpkin umbrella. It's really, he's a good writer. He's a very good writer. I am reading The Single Man by Christopher Isherwood. This movie, like, killed me. This movie floored me when I saw it. I think I saw it when it first came out. It's directed by Tom Ford. And it just absolutely killed me. And it was gorgeous. And I don't think at the time I knew that it was a book. But anyways, this has been like, and look at the cover. I don't want to be weird, but I have a big crush on this actor. It makes me almost as nervous. It's just a Bridget Jones thing. I have my little orchid bookmark in there that my boyfriend gave to me. Phalaenopsis orchid. Phalaenopsis? Long-lasting elegance for your home. Thank you, baby. This writing is really nice. Okay, and then last but not least, I feel like I had more things that I was actively reading. I think I had decided that I just had to finish a few of these things before I jumped onto something else. So that's all that I'm currently reading. Anyway, so this is Bitter Honey. This is Sardinian cookbook, which I actually found out today that Sardinia has one of the highest suicide rates in Italy, which I didn't know. I found that out just like today. I don't want to be a bummer, but maybe, I don't know why I'm talking about that. But I mean, like, these dishes are just like incredible, and the colors also in this book I really dig. This is also another recommendation from someone who does BookTube. So I think that's it. I think we have officially come to the end of my collective library haul, collective thrifted gifted book haul, and my currently reading book list. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that it kind of seems like me just talking to myself, which it is, which I hope to kind of improve in the future and not to be so fidgety and awkward, and just to be able to kind of speak in a way that also involves you, the viewer. So, one final sip of my coffee. Thank you for sitting with me while I talk. And I will see you all again. I hope I don't delete this channel, because, I mean, the last time that I had a BookTube, I had a lot of fun with it. I had, like, so much fun with that. Even though I had, like, maybe 2 or 3 views per video. It was quite fun. But, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed yourself. And I will see you again, I hope. So, goodbye. And thank you. Thank you.